Okay, so welcome back to the Attic Hour podcast. We're joined today by Travis Freiger and Jaron Freiger. The topic today, or the theme of the podcast, is going to be finances, personal finance, money. Just share some stories, share some insights, and kind of pick their minds. So, I guess, would you like to tell us a little bit about yourself, Travis?
Yeah. I used to be a dairy farmer and farmed with my family for most of my life up till 2019. We had a big tornado come through.
Oh, shoot.
Career change overnight. So kind of transitioned from milking cows and went into like custom harvesting.
Okay.
So now we kind of travel around different states, harvest for dairy farms. So, and it's still mostly a family operation. So.
Yeah. Would you mind moving your mic a little bit closer? Yeah, great.
How's that?
Yep, that's great.
All right.
Jaron, what about you? What are you at?
Yeah, I kind of always helped on the farm, but this year I went and found a different job, Johnson Grain. So I work on grain bins and grain dryers, servicing them, and
Okay.
probably
That's a dirty job.
yeah, it's not too bad. I enjoy the climbing and stuff. So
Sure. Yeah. So yeah, Drew, do you have any opening questions or thoughts?
No, I would just like to point out that Jaron is 17 and very financially wise. To some.
Financially literate.
Actually, Hudson, what do you do?
Yeah, so I'm in college right now. I go to PFW. I actually just finished my finals today. So I'm
Okay.
now Christmas break. That's always nice. But I work part time at Ballard Signs with my dad.
Okay.
And I guess I'm gonna end that in a couple weeks, and I'm gonna start working at Bluffton CPA. I'm going for accounting.
Okay. Who you going to work with there at Bluffton CPA?
I guess I don't really know.
Do you know anybody there?
I've met a couple people. I went there for like an orientation day.
Okay.
Randy, I'm blanking on his
Barger?
last name. Yes. Yeah. He's the head macho there.
Okay.
Yep.
That's where we do our taxes, so
Oh, okay.
I might get to see you.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Might fill out some W-2s for you guys.
All that fun stuff.
Yeah.
Do you enjoy working with your dad?
Yeah, I do enjoy it. I've worked with him for, probably 4-5 years. Just a long time.
Okay.
Just part-time, flexibly. Yeah, the business just isn't really big enough for two people to work there full-time yet.
Yeah.
And then at the same time, I have a brother who would also potentially be interested. And so since I'm going for accounting, I'll get into that realm and see how I like that.
So, Drew, you work with your dad too, right?
Yeah, I do. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, we got a theme going here. I didn't
Do you
think of
do you
that.
guys do you like working what are some of the biggest differences you guys have working with your dad? Because I got a boy over here, that's going to want to, maybe he's thinking about working with his dad, but he's kind of like, I don't know.
Do you guys feel like you work pretty well together?
I'd say like most of the time. There's definitely some times that it can be a little frustrating because I probably don't know near as much, and that can probably get a little frustrating.
Yeah, and I probably expect him to know more than he should know at this age.
Right.
So
I work pretty good with my dad. Usually, yeah, we've never really had any issues. I'd say the biggest difference, though, between my dad and I is I have more of a spend money to make money mindset, but I also am at a different point where he already has a business that he owns and runs. So it's a little less risky for me, I think. And he's probably already thought of a lot of the things that I bring up to him. But some of them have gone, so I don't know. We question each other's ideas, but
Would you say you really work with your dad though? Like, are you and your dad?
I'm starting to work more with him.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What area at Hallburgers do you work?
I am like deliveries and stuff, but I'm starting to do more of the design and stuff like that.
Which is what your dad does.
Correct. Yeah. Design. He does like barns and stuff like that, and then he does more like store management stuff too. So.
Okay. Yeah.
Not exactly sure what I'll end up doing. I've been working with like a new 3D program, so that's kind of why I've been starting to move.
Like, is it like a new software you guys are using?
Yeah, we just got it probably 2 months ago, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How
That's a
about you,
learning
Hudson? Like,
process.
what are some of the differences between your dad and you?
We really work pretty well together.
Okay.
We think pretty similarly. Kind of like you said, there's quite a few times that like or we're doing something and I question the process just because because he's a one-man shop, he's not really questioned the way that he's done things. He's done the same things for years.
Yeah.
And so like I don't know, bring new ideas, and most of the time they're bad ideas.
Yeah.
Like there's a reason he's doing his things.
Yeah.
But I like to question him to make sure that there's a reason for why he's doing it,
Yeah.
what he's doing. Yeah.
I-
Yeah.
Asking questions is a good way to learn. I mean,
I
usually
agree.
there's a reason the way they're doing it, but
Yeah.
sometimes there's not a reason. They just started like that, and they're like, I don't really know why. I'm
Well,
like,
sometimes it's a generational thing too. Like it
Yeah.
worked, 2 decades ago, but now like today, it's like maybe it's not the most efficient way to do it anymore.
Well,
Right.
especially in our line of work, like people nowadays have to see, they can't visualize near as well as like the older generation could. So like seeing things in 3 dimension is like, I don't know, for some people it's crazy.
Oh, that's interesting. Where like they lack
Like-
the imagination.
Yeah, just on CAD itself, like they can't, I don't know. We were working with this one guy and he like, you can see it, but it's like to actually like move around and see inside. I don't know. They just can't. I have a very imaginative imagination, so it's not hard for me to like see things
Right. I would
without
say I
actually
do as
seeing
well. Yeah.
things.
Yeah, I would say
But-
I don't have that near as much. Like at work, they'll explain it a lot, and it's kind of like I just don't see it at all until it starts happening.
Yeah.
And
But then once you start working on it and it starts taking shape, then you're like,
then it's like
Then
oh,
it
I
clicks
see-
and you're like,
yeah,
let's go.
Yeah.
yeah, definitely.
I'd say that's a big difference between you two.
Yeah. Yeah, because I've seen like these like home layouts where they like put it onto like full scale, like, and you walk through it,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm
You
like,
use like a Oculus or something.
yeah, I'm like, that's a good idea because a lot
oh
of people.
wait, do you guys use Oculuses?
No, not yet, but that's kind of the, I don't know.
I-
Right now, you can just like kind of walk through it with your mouse and
Yeah,
stuff.
I've never
but
thought of that, but that would make sense. That'd be really cool.
yeah, it's pretty sweet. I've done it before with an Oculus. You just use the joystick and you can literally go like upstairs, down. It's sweet.
That would be.
That's crazy. Yeah. Yeah. So, what is one of your what's one of the biggest changes between like dairy farmer and then like a custom crop harvester that you would say?
Oh man, dairy farming is like a way of life. Like
Right.
it's a lifestyle. So I mean, if you don't like the cows, you're not gonna like what you do. It's 7 days a week, every day. And there's a lot more up and downs, like financially with it.
Right.
You're kind of at the mercy of a commodity market.
Just the price of milk.
Yeah.
Okay.
And milk is a hard commodity to like learn how to trade, like on the board and stuff. So custom harvesting is probably a little more like financially like a better job, but also has a drawback. You're away from your family a lot.
Mm.
So you can be away for like 2 months out of the year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wait, I thought the dairy farm was pretty close to your house.
It was, but now that we do travel harvesting, we do like,
Oh, I see
like
what
we'll
you're
go to Kentucky, Michigan, Illinois. We just live on the road there till the job's done, then we go back home.
Oh, wow. Okay, I
So-
didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Huh.
Usually come home on Sundays, and you're not real present
Yeah.
when you're there. You're just trying to sleep and catch up and head back out early Monday.
Do you
But-
typically like the crops that you harvest, are they typically like the same kinds, or do you have to use different equipment for different?
Yeah, we pretty much use the same equipment. There's a little different lineup of equipment with like the spring crops and the hays. And then in the fall, it's all corn silage. So
Okay.
same machines, different attachments pretty much.
Oh, okay.
So.
Sure.
But yeah.
But then in the winter, it's a lot slower, which is nice.
Yeah.
Cattle farming, it's like, it's every day. You got to be there.
Yeah.
So in the winter, you more focus on cattle farming?
No, we don't do any livestock anymore.
Okay, I didn't think so.
No. So
yeah, just back when we had it, there's really no
okay.
slow time. It's all the same.
Yeah.
yeah.
Dairy farmers, like you said, it's a lifestyle. Like they get up at like 3 or 4 in the morning.
Yeah, there's just always work to do. There's like a never shortage of it. And
That's changing, though. I feel like a lot more automated now. You
Yeah.
don't get like the hardcore dairy
But
farmers.
if there's a problem, you still have to.
Yeah.
You still have to go. It's not
Definitely.
like you can wait till the next day to fix it.
You need to understand how the whole process works still.
Yep.
just in case a machine faults. Yeah.
And so one other big difference is too, like, and I don't think you guys probably never experienced this, but like when you're working with family or in a business and like you have like real depressed times financially, it like gets really hard like to work with family. Like it totally changes the family dynamics and stuff like that.
You want to push your mic up a little bit more?
Yep. Is that better?
Yeah. I mean, yeah,
All
just
right.
get it kind of close. Yep. Is that better, Jay or Bert?
For a while there was no signals from his mic, so I wasn't sure if it was picking it up or not.
How about there, Bert?
Yeah, you're good. It's pop. He's the top one, right?
Yeah, he's the top one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're fine.
Flatline for while he was talking.
So
It'll be all right.
Yeah.
What does it change though? Like it brings you closer or not? It makes it harder.
it kind of depends on the family, but definitely it can definitely bring you closer, but it can also drive you apart real quick too.
Okay. Yeah.
So like all the little differences like that come to the surface can become a big problem or kind of a big debate or fight, or you can't settle the difference.
Right, because you worked with some of your brothers, right?
Yeah, so I worked with my dad, worked with my brother, and then I had twin brothers. I work with one of them still.
Okay.
So, but yeah,
So are the same people involved in like the custom crop harvesting?
yeah. My one brother, he left when we were still milking cows and went and started a glass business, and then, you know what? No, we have a lot of different. So we had a lot of like immigrant labor with
Okay.
the cows.
Yeah.
And now we have just a lot of local labor. So
Sure.
So that's a big change.
So how many like employees, or would you say that you guys have?
What's the range like to busy season to winter?
Yeah, so I'd say like right now we have 5 full-time guys and then us 4 family members.
Okay.
And then in like the busy season we'll have like 20, 25 guys full-time.
Wow. Okay.
And a lot of that's just contract labor.
Yeah.
They put in their
Yeah.
time and then
Do
good.
something else in the
Yeah.
winter. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
Sometimes you're blessed by my presence.
yep.
Yep.
Once a year.
What do you do there?
I've just helped drive truck a couple days,
Okay.
just here and there.
Yeah, pretty much any able-bodied person will use.
Okay.
If they've drove a vehicle before, you're capable now.
CDL?
So,
Yeah, that's good stuff. With like finances, I thought it'd be kind of cool if you like, what's one thing that you would like tell yourself about money, like back whenever you were around our age? Like, this is a very broad question.
Man,
You can go many
that's-
different ways with this.
I'm going to think about this a little bit.
Yeah, if we can come back to it too.
Yeah, I'm going to have to come back to that.
All right. Jaron, you look like you're thinking of something.
No, not really.
No. You have a rental property, don't you?
Yeah.
How's that going?
I just gave my renter her eviction notice. So,
Oh yeah, I remember you telling me about that.
yep.
Wait. We like stories. Do tell.
So,
Leave names out of it, probably.
yeah, so she won
Definitely.
a big lawsuit, and it was worth over $1 million, I think. And about 3 months later, it was all gone. So,
She blew through $1 million in 3 months.
it might have been 4 months.
Yeah, we're not 100% sure. Like, this is all hearsay.
Yeah.
Whoa.
You know, she's supposedly she was kind of bragging, you know, that, hey, I've won this $1.5 million. And that was like in June. And
Yeah.
now this is December with an eviction notice.
Yikes. I mean, okay, realistically, she probably brought home, what, like $600,000 after taxes?
Well, it doesn't get taxed because it was like,
Oh, really?
what is it called?
I don't remember.
Pain and suffering. They can't tax that.
Really?
So I think she brought it all home.
Okay. Wow. Did you notice, like, a new vehicle in her driveway or anything?
Oh, yeah. So we were actually going through her Facebook a few days ago, and it's just ridiculous. Like, what, like,
Yeah, so like in June, she was behind on rent, and then she caught up in June, gave you a big chunk of money, caught herself up, and then she had 3 new vehicles,
I think 4 maybe.
maybe 4.
This is one person.
This
She
is
doesn't
one
have anybody
person.
else.
She was on disability, so she had like 3 or 4 new vehicles. She was going to like
Bunch of like resorts and
resorts,
casinos,
casinos.
and new jewelry.
So did she just like quit her job?
She never had a job.
She never had.
Oh.
She's disabled.
So
or
pretty much
on
her.
disability.
So pretty much her income is like $2,000 a month.
Yeah, government money.
Yeah. So
And she bought designer bags, had a big ring, a necklace, bought these real fancy dogs, bought a camper, bought a truck to pull the camper, bought a house, like a modular house,
Okay.
bought a chunk of ground.
all the stuff like to everything she would need to build the house, pretty much. Well, the house is there,
Yeah.
like just everything she would need, and now she ran out of money. So the house is just sitting there.
Wait, so she has all of the materials to build a house.
Like yeah, the septic, but
Oh, okay.
she can't get it. The
Like
septic
she
in
has
the ground.
ground. She has the Okay.
Yeah, it's all just sitting on the lot, but she has no money.
And then
so.
she paid a contractor, and he scammed her. Took her money.
Yeah,
but-
so
That's a bad deal. Contractors are they take a good chunk of the dough.
yeah,
Especially when they're in jail.
yeah.
Oh shoot.
Oh, no. that's bad. Dude, how do you even contact her, or how did she contact him?
I don't think she can. I think that's the problem.
Oh, did he go
He
to
probably
jail?
got thrown in jail after.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I think he took 100% commission, or 100% of.
That's insane.
that was a good job for profit gains.
Yeah.
That was.
No, but you've had rentals too, right?
Yeah.
For
I have a few
when
rentals.
did you buy your first rentals? You was
Um,
08? Or did you have them before then too?
Probably my first rental was like in like early 2000s.
Okay.
So how did like the like housing market crash thing? Did that affect
Oh,
the housing
man.
properties in any way?
that was a great time to buy. I bought a lot of rentals back then.
Yeah, that was the move.
So yeah.
So you knew it'd go back up. You weren't really concerned about.
I really didn't know what I was doing, but I
Yeah.
just knew if you could buy a house for $6,000 or $10,000,
Oh my goodness,
like
That's crazy.
that's just you can't go wrong.
that is
Yeah.
crazy.
So
That was just like 15 years ago too.
yeah,
That's insane,
but everybody gets scared and they're like,
right?
you know, it's
Sell everything, get what they can for
Yeah.
it.
Right. It was the same thing with like the Great Depression. Like everybody just runs to the banks wanting their money back. And
yeah.
Fear is contagious.
But that wasn't like in Bluffton. You know, Bluffton's little
A little higher end.
a little more employment. That was more like in Montpelier, Hartford City.
Okay.
Little
Yeah.
less employment.
Right.
But yeah, that worked out pretty good.
Okay.
But
So
did,
you think
did you hold on to those properties?
I actually sold a lot of them on contract
Okay.
at a pretty cheap price, but I didn't care for the headache of them. They were
So yeah, so like with rentals, like I guess I mean you also have a rental, but like for myself, I probably wouldn't get a rental just because like I guess I view you guys as more like hands on than I am. Like you, if the water heater breaks, like you guys know how to fix it. Like I wouldn't know how to do
Yeah.
that, and so I feel like that's I don't know, like that makes
it's an
owning
advantage.
very much an advantage.
Yeah.
Yes, I would say
it's
so.
a better way. Like if you have a mortgage on your home and you're renting it out, if you can do everything, you're gonna make some profit. But if you have to have everything done for you, it really cuts into your profit fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was actually at my house like 3 times last night. Just
3 separate occasions.
yeah,
In one night.
so
Okay.
but got it fixed.
What broke?
So I replaced the cushion tank, which is like what feeds the water to your house.
Okay.
It like builds up pressure, and that's how you have water pressure.
Gotcha.
And I had a hole in that a few months ago. What was that? 2 months ago.
Yeah.
And there was one part I didn't replace because I was like, it'll be fine. And that part got a hole in it. So took it all apart and then I had some loose wires and I had to go back and fix them. So
How did you know that you had loose wires?
yeah, you just kind of have to go and
Process of elimination.
yeah, check the breakers, shake the wires, look for
Okay.
kind of check things out.
So would you say that your property is like ready to be looking for tenants again?
Well, she's still in there.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. You just gave her the eviction notice.
Yeah, so the eviction process is like 2 months.
Gotcha.
So I'm at like day 8,
So when's the last month that she paid?
probably a month and a half ago.
Okay, so like October.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Man, that's quite the story.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah.
How about your rentals, Drew? There you go. All your tenants staying up to date.
I have one of them and he stays engaged. Or he lets me know what's going on. Like if he can't pay, he's had like good reasons. Like he's not just making crap up. But then my other renter, she like the exact opposite of Jaron. She doesn't text me back, and Jaron's texts him paragraphs at a time. So like, yeah, she's a couple months behind. So I don't know what to do.
It's easier for me, like, if they have a job and they're, like,
Yeah.
making money, but, like, when they're collecting their money once a month and you just know they're not going to catch back up, so it's kind of hard. But, like, you want to be nice to them because,
Right,
Yeah.
give them a chance.
yeah.
Yeah.
But after so many chances, it's kind of like,
Yeah, the renter or the people who are renting it out, that's a big deal. Like if they communicate like well, that goes a long way.
Yeah. Communication's key, even in a business, I think. But
Very important.
I think overall though it's a good investment. I'll probably get some more here sometime.
I heard you were thinking maybe about getting into Airbnb.
Yeah, I was, and
in Bluffton?
Yeah, I was totally sold on it, but I have to finish up on my checking. But I don't think it'll cash flow completely, so therefore it's not worth it to me.
Because you don't think you're going to get the occupancy that you need, or
Just with
or
the current owner's status and then my status, I don't think I would make enough to cover my mortgage payment.
okay.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like there would be very many like people looking for an Airbnb.
You'd be surprised actually.
Yeah,
with traveling nurses and businesses, and then it's just
construction
having
workers.
a big house and stuff too. Cause it sleeps 12 people maybe,
Okay.
or nah.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, it's
So
close
like
to that.
like groups or families could rent this
Yeah,
out.
mhm.
Okay. Sure.
It stays pretty booked.
Yeah, even like coming into town for a wedding, stuff like that. You'd be
Yeah,
surprised. Baptisms.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Yeah, I guess there's quite a few things that didn't. Yeah, that would make sense.
It helps probably, like having church ties too, like with the weddings and baptisms with traveling people. It's kind of, it depends. Yeah, it really just depends on the situation. But
Yeah.
yeah, I think Airbnb is more profitable for sure than renting.
I'd agree with that.
But
Well, less wear and tear on the house too, I'd say.
hmm but it also has to be a lot nicer too.
I think if you're like one of the people that are like real particular and have to have things just in a certain way, like Airbnb is a good way to do it.
Dude, I love Airbnbs. I can't remember the last time I stayed at a hotel room. Like anytime I go on a trip, I go straight to Airbnb.
Yeah. But you also have to clean it every time.
It's
someone
definitely
leaves.
more work.
So
I mean, not much. I guess it depends how messy you are. Like it's kind of on
if
you.
you're
it's
cleaning
messy.
if you're cleaning a house that 12 people can sleep in comfortably once a week, sometimes twice a week.
Oh, okay. I see
I
what you're
mean,
saying.
it's
I
kind
guess
of,
I
it's kind of a
was,
lot.
I was
You'd have
talking
6
through like
hours
the
in
guest
that.
Yeah,
experience.
it takes 2 people 3 hours, three per person, so 6 hours for one person
Okay.
to clean it.
Okay.
So it would be a commitment for sure. But once again, you can pay someone to clean it, but then what little profit
you don't
maybe
want
you
that.
do have, then you're just cutting into that. So I don't know.
Cleaners ask for a lot of money.
Unless you have 5 little sisters.
Yeah.
then $5 goes a long way.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think 20 to 25 would be a good rate for a cleaner. For
It
something
would
like that.
seem like that, but
Or,
they ask for quite a bit more. Or from my experience, I guess.
Yeah. You can find cheaper ones. Anyways,
Yeah.
enough about me. No.
So Hudson, you got any like kind of investments you're into, or
Not like physical investments. Like
Okay.
I don't own any land or properties.
any stocks, or
I
Okay.
am invested in the stock market. I typically like don't go for actual stocks. I like index funds. So
Okay.
yeah, I'd probably have like I don't know, like 60% of my like savings in index funds.
Okay.
Just a wide variety. Like some that follow the S&P 500, some that's like QQQ, which is the not NASDAQ top 100 companies. I have some in like a fund that kind of mirrors the entire like video game industry, which that's actually been my most profitable one.
What would that be called?
So I invest through Schwab, and so that's it's like ECON or something.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. And then VTI, which mirrors like the entire stock market entirely. So like small, large, and mid cap. That's just it's safe in my mind.
Okay.
Like I guess if you look historically, you'll get roughly 10% back every year if you just invest in the S&P 500. So I kind of try to diversify a little bit so that I'm not also down to the S&P 500, but I kind of follow the stock market in general.
So are you a real safe investor kind of guy, or?
I guess like that's safe, but not like overly safe.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
So you don't mess with crypto at all?
I have a little bit in crypto, not much.
Just Bitcoin?
Yeah, that's the thing. It's hard for me to see like if any cryptocurrency goes off. In my opinion, it's Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Well, goes off by. I think the money's already been made in Bitcoin or in cryptocurrency. But if any of the cryptocurrencies become like more widely used, it's going to be Bitcoin.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
I think I disagree with that. I think there'll be like 10 to 12 currencies used
Okay.
in the next 5 to 10 years, and I think the rest of them will kind of. There's a lot of little ones. I don't think they'll make it.
Mm.
But I definitely think there'll be a lot of banks and stuff like what's it called, Solonas.
So yeah, Solana.
I think that'll be like bank transfers. I think banks will use stuff like that, and they don't really use Bitcoin for that kind of stuff.
So you think like certain coins will be like
Yeah.
better used for different scenarios?
Yeah, they all have kind of their advantages, it seems like.
Okay. Wait, do you know anything about that? A couple months ago, there was like some new law passed that like I forget what it was called, but it made like what's the word? Stable coins. They named like some coins as like
Yeah.
backed by the government or something.
Yeah, I don't know
Backed
much.
by the U.S. dollar. So that's
Oh
fun.
boy, that's worth a lot.
I kind of stopped following it now that's been going down because it's kind of sad to see.
It's backed by the penny.
Which is no longer being made. Dude, I during the Super Bowl this year, Trump. That's whenever Trump initially tweeted that he was going to stop making the pennies. It was like during the Super Bowl. Like,
Oh,
It
really?
was such a blowout that he was just bored and just decided to stop making pennies. I thought that was kind of funny. Sorry, continue.
I saw today that Steak and Shake is going to give the option to pay their employees in Bitcoin
Really?
for a salary.
That doesn't seem like it would be a.
I don't
Maybe
know.
like a percentage would be better, but like
It might not. That's what I read, but I don't know how true it is.
that
So
seems like it would
if
be
you were an
hard.
employee that your employer pays you in Bitcoin, would you do it?
No,
I don't. Yeah. No.
not
I don't think
fully. I would do like a percentage. It
I
would be kind of like a, instead of having like a 10% of your paycheck going into a 401k or a Roth IRA, I think it would be more like a 10% of my paycheck gets put into Bitcoin or gets
Okay.
paid through Bitcoin, because I guess you're getting paid, but how do you live still? You just get paid with Bitcoin and then you have to sell it right away to live.
Yeah.
You
Is
can
how I
use Bitcoin for some stuff now.
yeah, but not going to Kroger to buy groceries and
It's definitely
Wait,
getting more
how
common. though.
long before you think that is the case? Because, I can use Apple Pay for anything now, which I mean this goes straight to my checking
except
account.
for Walmart.
Yeah, which is so stupid. I've done that so many times, dude. I've had to run back to my car to grab my wallet. It's terrible.
Yeah. I don't know. I
That's
don't think.
That's what I don't like about Bitcoin, though. It's like such a fraction of a Bitcoin. It's just kind of weird. I feel like I like to make a $2 purchase on a Bitcoin.
Wait, so do you have any Bitcoin?
No, not really.
Okay, so you are invest in like alternate cryptocurrencies.
Yeah,
What's the one that you have the most of?
XRP. So I'm definitely the opposite of you. Much more high risk.
Yeah.
I'll buy into something because I think it's going to go up that day, and then it'll go down. So
Yeah.
High risk, no reward so far.
Yeah.
Just wait.
I'm hurting. It's okay. No. But I have a question for you. You don't like credit cards, right?
Kind of.
You like rarely use one?
Yeah. I have one credit card that I use for car insurance and gas. Yeah, that's it.
So how does that
Or if I have any like large purchase that I make, I'll use a credit card. Like large being over like a couple $100 or something.
so is that good on your credit score? Making very minimal purchases or not?
I don't think it has an effect on the credit score. The credit score is
I mean,
just
you're
like,
paying it off.
they want to see consistent paying off, which yeah, like I don't I would be more like conservative, have a more conservative outlook on like debt. So like other than for a house, I don't ever want to get into debt.
Yeah.
Unless like I get into like a business venture or something. But like yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like I've cash flowed college, and I just think that's the way to do it. Obviously, for a house, like you're gonna need some sort of credit score, to get a mortgage on a house.
Yeah.
I guess there is ways around it. You don't 100% need one, but
I did it.
yeah, but yeah, the people I've talked to. So like if I get a mortgage for a house, I'll probably use like Churchill Mortgage. Have you guys ever heard of them?
No.
Nope.
Yeah, they have like locations around the U.S., but they have a location just indicator. They said like as long as you have two like credit lines, so like for me it'd be gas and car insurance, two things that I'm paying off consistently for I forget what they said, it was like a year or something. Then if I showed that, then it doesn't matter what my credit score is going to be, and they will manually underwrite the like the loan and like yeah. So like in my opinion, I don't see how credit score really matters if I'm not going to get into debt other than for a house.
I'd agree with that.
Yeah. So, but why don't you just use your credit card for everything then?
Because I think I don't know. I think
Oh, he's got a conspiracy.
No. It's more like I feel like it's almost easier to spend money, maybe just slightly fractionally, knowing that you're going to get a small amount back.
But if you have that mindset, like if you consciously think about that, you're not going to, right?
If I consciously think about
like
what?
you're conscious about that, you're like thinking this in your mind, so you're not going to spend that more.
I mean, yeah, that would be, but like I could see how you could get like this is just for me, but like I could see how I would get lazy and just be swiping my card. Like whenever you pay in cash, like I feel like it hurts a little more versus if you're just like swiping your credit card.
I would disagree. Well, okay, a debit card maybe, but not cash. Cash is not, you don't see the numbers. It's just floating around my house in my drawer and stuff. So I just like,
Ooh, he's got so much cash. It's
No,
floating
it's
around.
I
everywhere.
say that and I never use cash. I used to, but I've yeah, kind of hypocritically, I've used Apple Pay for like everything now, and like it doesn't. Yeah, that kind of defeats the purpose. Like it does. I don't feel anything when I.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
It's a painless money transfer.
when I don't want to like buy something, when I don't need something, I'll pay with cash. So then when I go back and look at my bank statement, I don't see it.
Yeah.
Kind of makes me feel.
I don't
bad
know.
about
I
it.
kind of like the credit card. Like, I mean, I'm a big, you got to spend money to make money. So like, I'll stretch myself enough to where like, not all the time, but I have definitely in the past, like, I like my credit card because I know how much, I keep track of like how much and when it's going to be paid. But like, if I were to pay it off right now, I may not have enough in my account to pay my credit card. But like, I have it other places that I can access it, but
You just have to transfer
it's
between
invested.
accounts.
So I know by the time I have to pay my credit card, I'll have more money in my account again. So like, it's not that I can't pay it off, but
Right.
like, I have my money like going places, trying to make myself more money.
Mhm.
That like,
Sounds like a spending problem to me.
no, it's not even always that much. Like someone talks me into buying 2 payloaders or something, and I have a $2,000 credit card bill to pay, but like, and then I buy some more XRP because hey, it's at $2. It's gonna go up here soon, but then it goes down another 20 cents. So, what do? We're waiting for the next paycheck, baby. No, I'm just kidding. It's not that bad, but
No, yeah, I would say that you, like Jaron, knowing you, like I would say that you're like an aggressive spender, or much more aggressive than I would be. Like, would you say you inherited that from your dad? Are you kind of the same way, Travis?
Travis is smarter about it.
Yeah,
I'd say we're very different in our spending.
I'm an aggressive spender, but I usually probably put more thought into it. I don't know. Some people wouldn't agree with that, though.
My mom would not agree with that.
I think you're the kind of person that if you want something, you're gonna find a way to get it, I think.
Or justify it.
Or justify it. And you don't do it halfway. Like, you're not gonna
That's true.
skimp out and buy the cheaper. You're gonna get what you want.
Yeah.
But I would say I'm the exact same way. Like with my vehicles.
Yeah, but like when I shop something, I always sort it high to low by price, and then
Sure.
start searching from the high side.
Yeah. Same.
Huh,
I'm like,
okay, that's
what
interesting.
can I afford? Okay, I'll
And
go
then- and
a
then
little
why-
bit over that.
And then why is this more?
Yeah.
Sure. What perks does this have that the
Yeah,
other ones
like-
don't?
That's a big difference between my father and both my parents. They're big savers, and they don't care about the little things that make it worth more. Like, just vehicles in general. I'm such I want every option, and like I understand why it adds the value, but to them they're like, my dad's mindset is, the less technology in it, the less problems. I'm like, no, I want the technology. Like, if I'm paying for a vehicle, I want all the technology it has. But that's where we're different.
I will say the older
no
I
technology in a car thing is odd.
the older I get, though, the more I realize the more I analyze the options. So like if I buy a car and it has TV screens in it, like that used to be kind of like, man, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like I've been driving around this minivan for I don't know how long. It's got TV screens in the back, and
That
I'm like,
don't work.
but they just started working the other day.
Really?
Yeah,
You just have to hit
I
the
know.
bump
Must
right.
hit the bump right. But I'm like, I don't even miss not having them.
Yeah.
So like I think like the next vehicle, like definitely not going to get that.
It's
Yeah.
almost better without them because, yeah, just don't really need them.
Well, I think the people who would like them are like if you had little kids, which you don't really have little kids
Yeah.
anymore.
I don't know. Randy's kind of small.
He's growing.
Young kids.
He's gonna hit me for that one.
Yeah, Randy could beat you up.
Yeah, sure.
So yeah, there's just a lot of options like that. I just don't.
It's probably the phase I'm in.
Yeah,
I'm 21, so
I would encourage you to look at the options like you don't use, and like think about that. Like let's say you get a hot tub, and you're just gonna spend $200 for the light package.
yeah. See,
How many times are you gonna turn that light package on? I mean, it looks cool when your friends come over,
It does.
but you use that like
See,
10 minutes a year.
my old truck had rear heated seats, but I didn't use them, so this truck doesn't.
As you're maturing.
Very considerate. The drive back from the airport the other day was freezing. In the
You
back
were
seat.
in the front seat, sir.
Oh yeah, it was.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I was. Jaron was freezing. He was telling me that he was
Yeah.
freezing.
Jaron also was silent. I thought he was sleeping the whole time, but he wasn't.
I was quiet.
Oh, that's funny.
In case the viewers are wondering, Jaron, and I just got back from San Diego, California.
Yep,
Fun trip.
it was fun.
I think our moms know that.
Thanks, Mom.
Yeah.
What would your guys' perspective on like credit cards, credit score, like debt be?
Really, debt doesn't bother me at all. Like I could rack up a bunch of debt
Ooh, that could be bad though.
as long as I know that it's probably gonna pay off eventually. It doesn't really bother
Probably.
me.
It'll probably pay for itself.
I mean, I'm not
maybe.
gonna go buy a bunch of stocks on debt, but like a house and stuff.
Yeah, so like what type of things would you be okay going into debt for?
Like houses,
Investments.
yeah, investments.
A vehicle is not really an investment. I don't.
Yeah, that
think you
kinda
go into
bothers
debt
me.
for.
A vehicle's
I
not
never
an investment?
understood that, but
One of my friends I used to work with, he just bought a new vehicle. I haven't talked to him in a long time, but he bought a new one a few days ago, and he'd been driving around the same one for probably 4 years. and he traded in. He was $4,000 minus on it,
Wow.
making payments on it for probably 3-4 years.
Okay.
That's just unreal to me.
Yeah.
It's like renter mentality.
Yeah, it's just
like,
terrible.
if they can afford the payment, it's worth it.
Yeah.
That's a bad place to be in.
That's a terrible place to be in. Yeah. Living paycheck to paycheck is not the way.
Yeah.
I think that's a good way to make money though too. Like
I mean, it depends what you're investing in.
you're never gonna start by buying a house at 18 and not have debt. But if you're afraid of debt, then you're not gonna have the house, which is gonna, I mean, ideally over time it's gonna build. I mean, the value of it will go up, and you're making the profit from renting it. So like, I don't know, it's a short-term and long-term investment, I'd say. But you're not gonna do that without debt, unless you just have a dad that pays for everything for you. But I don't, so.
Yeah. Nope.
So I think you guys are young and you haven't experienced a whole lot yet when it comes to like bad times.
Yeah.
So
I can see that.
I mean, I'm kind of like you guys as far as like your aggressive nature, and I can see where Hudson is. I have a lot of friends that are kind of like Hudson, but like I would caution you in the area where like if you get too much mortgage on like a house or a couple houses, and like you have a 2008 market crash, and all of a sudden, you still owe $150K on this house, and this house is worth $100K.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden the bank calls up.
And they need their money.
Yeah. And a lot of times in them transitions, banks will merge and that kind of stuff. And that's where you get, they'll just call up the loans they want to call up. Right. That's where you get in like big trouble.
Yeah.
And so like when we were Darien, we had a lot of, we carried a lot of debt. I don't think it was relatively a lot of debt compared to other dairy operations, but there was a lot of debt there.
I mean, dairies and farms almost always operate.
Yeah, it was just, yeah. And there's a lot of like, when you lose $1 million in 1 year, and you got to finance that and pay it off like for the next 10, that really changes like your mindset of like debt. And then when you're young, like you guys are, I mean, you got a lot of like.
That's the stuff we don't think about.
Yeah, you got a lot of energy and ambition, but then when you get to like 45, like I am, and you're kind of like, man, a 12-hour day is a long day nowadays. Like, I mean, I'm whipped.
Yeah.
It really changes, kind of your mentality of like, how much risk do I want to take?
Well, for sure, I think at your age too, you're not really looking to go into more debt either. You're trying.
Well, like that's what I was thinking the other day. I was like, I think my dad was 43 when we moved down south, like where we were. So he took on all that debt, that whole farm. And I was like, man, that's like, I don't think I'd do that at my age.
Oh, wait, he was not a dairy farmer before?
No, we were milking up here in Bluffton.
Oh, the 124.
Over at 124. And like we wanted to milk cows, and it wasn't a big enough facility. And yeah, this facility came up for sale, and we purchased it at an auction, and then had to fix it all up. And like he took on a lot of debt at like, low 40s. And that's kind of like the age I am. I'm looking back and I'm like, I don't know
How old would you have been? Like 20?
Yeah, I'd have been like 19, 20.
Okay.
So it's been about like me doing at my age right now for Jaron.
Okay.
Taking on a huge debt.
Yeah.
To bring him in operation. I'm like, I think my dad loved me more than I love my son.
Yeah. Well, my grandpa did the same thing, like swapping from actually contracting to owning the lumberyard or whatever. I mean, he tells you he'd be so much further ahead even now if he just stayed in the actual building industry, or like if he was the contractor. Like back then, I mean, I think he was buying brand new vehicles and stuff, and then he instead traded new vehicles for millions or $1 million in debt or whatever. I don't know what it was.
Yeah.
But
I don't know how this is related, but one thing I've noticed is like the boomer generation. So I guess you guys know like Dave Ramsey.
Yeah.
I assume. he's a boomer, but like I think that their view on like money and investments is slightly skewed because like they've lived through times where like whenever they were born after World War II, and so like the American economy was just starting to come back on. The 50s were a little bit rough, but then like in the 60s things started picking up and the American economy just exploded. And so like any investment that they made back then, almost any investment caught on. And so that made them and it like kept up for like quite a while. Like so that I feel like skewed like their investment because like the advice that they'll give to us is what worked for them. But like times are different nowadays. Like I can't see the American economy exploding again. Like I don't think that's very realistic. And so a lot of the advice that like people like boomers, like our grandparents or like Dave Ramsey, I don't know how much of that applies anymore.
I can see
Yeah.
that.
Times are so much different. Yeah.
They are.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems like if I was going to invest in something now, it'd be more like maybe service oriented.
Yeah.
I think that's where a lot of the value is. 'Cause I feel like there's like, you always hear everybody say, man, if I could just find someone good to do this or do that.
Like, if you yourself were to, or like just anyone.
I think that'll be probably, if something's going to boom, that'll be the boom.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like there's a rise in general laziness.
You think?
There's a shortage of people who are willing to actually get out there and get their hands dirty and be a plumber or something.
Yeah.
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 And that's why those jobs, you get paid good to do them too. I mean.
And the pay will probably be on the increase, like you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Do you budget at all?
I do not budget.
Yeah, I don't either.
You don't?
I tried it for like 1 month and I was like, no, I can't do this.
So I think like,
I tried it for like 2 days.
so is your family budgeters, Hudson?
No, they're not.
They're not.
No.
Okay. That surprises me.
No. I'd say if I had a natural tendency to be like a heavy spender, then like I would budget to keep myself under control. But I don't say I have a natural spending tendency.
Yeah. Same.
Drew, on the other hand, I mean,
I do not spend that much money.
So I do think like, I was talking to one of our employees. He's kind of your guys' age range.
Okay, yeah.
And it really surprised me how little a lot of our employees or people your age range like understand where they're at financially. You know, like maybe so like these would be questions I'd ask him, like he's newly married, like how much money's in, or who pays the utility bills? Well, she does. From what account? I think her account. Like, how much money's in her account? I don't know.
Oh no.
Well, what money goes into your account? Well, just the ones I want to put in there, and then some of it goes into her. And there's just this whole like, it's not clear, you know, and like and then he was just starting this side business, and I'm like, well, how much do you have invested in that? Well, I don't know.
Oh boy.
You know, like he didn't know his
That's the problem.
inputs.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, wait, you know, like, and I think like all of us have had families that have been like really financially conservative, and that just like you say, oh boy, that big red flag. But I don't think that's a red flag to a lot of people.
No.
Like balancing a checkbook, like a lot of people don't know how to do that.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, or they don't use checks anymore. I guess that's getting old.
I would
school.
for sure come from a family that keeps. I mean, my mom's she has a list or a note or something for everything she does. So.
I have like a, I don't know, weird habit. Like I check each of my bank accounts like probably like every other day, just to make sure that like I recognize all the charges that are being charged, and like, I don't know.
I don't think that's a bad habit.
No, I didn't say it's a bad habit. I think it's a good habit. I said it's a weird habit.
A weird habit. Gotcha.
Yeah.
So him and his wife have separate accounts.
Yeah, but I think that's pretty normal.
That is pretty normal.
I'd say it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would like that at all.
But him not knowing how much she has in her account, and I think you said that like he puts a percentage of his money into her account.
Yeah, it was just I kind of forget all the details, but yeah,
It's
it
like
was
a
very
black hole.
it was very confusing, you know. And,
Yeah.
One of my teachers said that. She said her and her husband have separate accounts, and it's just not really the other person's business. They kind of have what they pay for, and
Yeah, I will. The way my mind works, I need to know. Like,
Yeah, I feel like I need to keep track of that.
I want to be the financial advisor in my marriage, not the other way around. I would drive me nuts if I didn't know what was going on.
I mean,
That's another way.
I'm always fine like receiving input, but like, yeah, I agree.
Like my mom would be more so like knows all the numbers and stuff, and my dad just like, not that my dad couldn't do it, but not that my dad couldn't do it, but like, he's fine letting my mom do it because my mom enjoys it. But like, I don't think I'm wired that way. I think I'd have to do that and have to know like everything. But I'm a good mental budgeter.
Yeah, so right there, Drew, like, do you have something you keep track of stuff, or you're just a mental budgeter?
As far as what, like,
Do you have like QuickBooks, Intuit?
I got Google Sheets. I'm too dumb for those things.
It's a weak start.
Google Sheets.
No, really, the only thing I keep track of is like rental stuff. I keep good track of my rental stuff, all my costs, and I have I have spreadsheets for like just everything. I can, if they have a late payment, it's added in, and it's cool. It adds everything. It's so slick.
Did your mom make that, or did you?
No, I made it. Well, she helped. I mean, she showed me a couple things, but then ultimately I made it. But she helped.
So how many years have you been renting that your first house?
I think this February will end the third year that it's been rented. I think.
So
no, not March. March, beginning of March.
What would your return on investment be?
Overall,
Like year to year? Like, would you make 10% on it?
Average.
Yeah,
for what I paid for it or for what I've invested in it?
your gross investment in it. See, you should know the numbers quicker, Drew.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Why? I just know what I make.
Yeah, but like if it's a 10% return, I mean, you could be looking like.
No, I don't think it's quite 10%.
Okay. Well, the reason I wonder, it's hard. I feel like it's hard to make 10% on a rental,
Yeah, I would agree. No,
and it's quite a bit of work and frustration dealing with all the people.
I think it would
It's a lot
be
of stress.
it would be a little under that, probably closer to 7.
Okay.
But
So what in your mind is like a good percentage to like what's the percentage where if it's like lower than this percent, it's not worth having?
I mean, if I'm going to put like physical and mental effort into something, I want to at least make 10%.
Okay. Yeah.
I figure like go stick it somewhere you're going to make 5 to 8 and not do anything, and it's probably safer.
Right. Like was what was previously said. The S&P 500 averages like 9 or 10% a year.
Yeah.
But that's not accounting for
That's not fun though.
the property's probably going to increase in value.
That's the thing you're missing out on is the inflationary.
Yeah.
Which, okay, so yeah, for that one, if we take that into account, I made more than 10% in the last 3 years.
If you're figuring inflation.
Yeah, for sure.
That's-
Because from what I bought it to what it is now, it's gone up like 80 to 85 grand in 3 years.
Yeah, that's
Really?
the biggest thing with the properties, I think, is the
That's
inflation.
crazy.
But I got a good deal on the house, and I made it nicer. So
You put sweat equity into it.
correct.
Yeah.
A lot of
Like,
cheap
can
labor.
you really see the
A lot
housing
of
market?
cheap labor.
Can you really see the housing market like go up much more? Like, it's hard for me to even imagine that, but like,
That's probably what they thought 20 years ago, though.
yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
I feel like it's kind of leveled off here for the past couple years, maybe.
I agree.
But I don't know.
Up
I
and to
didn't
the
think
right.
I didn't think gas would go over $3, but it stays over $3 quite often.
Yeah, it's typically over 3.
Yeah, if I had to my guess, I'd say it's going to stay pretty level for a little bit.
But I think eventually it'll go.
Eventually, it
Yeah.
will. I mean,
Right.
that's what I think. But yeah,
I mean, that's the most likely outcome. Yeah. Yeah.
if it doesn't, then it's a bad investment. But
Yeah.
there's always the risk in the investment. It's not an investment without a risk, unless it's just food. And
Travis, what are your thoughts on gold?
Oh, man. You're in a special subject to me right now.
Do you have any
I do.
physical
Yeah.
gold?
I'm more of a silver collector.
Okay, but like you have
Yeah, I
physical
got
silver.
physical silver
Okay.
and gold. I invested in it probably 8 years ago. It's been a real stale investment
Until like, last
Until
year.
like the
Until-
last couple months.
until today.
Yeah.
I
What-
don't know.
What's it at today?
Like silver and gold?
66?
Yeah, it's like 60. It's a down day, 65.
Okay.
Gold's hovering around 4,300
Wow.
somewhere. I don't know. I mean, it's precious metal.
Mhm.
Gold is not used for a lot.
No, it's not.
Silver, I could see, is actually has a purpose.
Yeah, it does.
So I don't know. I mean, you got all them people that think that, if the economy, doomsday people, or we're going to be trading back in silver and gold again. And I think if it gets to that, food and land are going to be the commodities
Sure.
of the rich.
So, do you think it's a bad time to buy silver? Because I almost bought it a few months ago, and
Right,
it was
that's kind of my
it was
question.
like 28, 30, and then I'm like, no, that's a dumb investment. And then it doubled, and I'm like, well, crap.
I'll
But-
sell you some.
No, I'm not gonna make the rich richer.
So are you actually selling right now?
Yeah, I've been like really contemplating selling. I just
Really?
Yeah,
I mean, it's so high right now.
yeah, it's like
So?
record highs.
But you bought it 8 years ago, so like the investment has been long. Or
Yeah,
it
but I'm
was a
just
long
looking
time.
at like return on investment. So if I had that money sitting in the S&P making 10%, I think right now over 8 years I'd average 15 on it. But that's mainly due to the increase this year.
But don't you think in another 10 years it'll be worth more than 66 or not? Or you're saying it won't be 15%, it'll be more like 5 maybe.
Yeah, it'll probably go down to that 5.
Yeah, the 15% 's
two
not
to 6.
sustainable.
Yeah, 2 to 6%.
So sell it and invest in
Sell it.
something else that's going to make you
Yeah.
10%.
Yeah,
I could
Which
see
would
that.
be what?
10%.
No, what would you invest it in?
That's why I haven't sold it. I
You've not
haven't,
thought of a good.
I haven't came up
alternative.
with a good idea.
Yeah.
So.
I got some payloaders. Looking to offload them.
So you like silver better than gold because silver is used for things and
It's just a poor man's metal, so I couldn't afford gold at the time.
Sure,
But
sure.
silver's used in a lot of technology stuff too.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah, it is.
is what our world revolves around
Sure
now.
does. Sure does.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll go back to flip phones eventually.
Honestly, wouldn't be a bad thing. Do you have any medals?
I don't. My uncle actually, he traded his boat for gold, like a year ago.
Who?
Tyson,
Oh yeah.
and he offered to sell it all to me, but I declined because.
That's interesting. Okay.
But
He does have that, doesn't he?
yeah, so
Wait, he did that a year ago.
that worked out really well.
That was a perfect timing.
It worked out really well for him.
Yeah, it did.
I think
Wow.
his boat became a lot more valuable. So
Yeah, I'd say so. But like, what is your view on it? Like, do you think gold and silver is a good investment?
I really don't know at all. That's kind of why I'm skeptical because I don't know. Yeah. I don't know what it'll
Because
do.
like where my mind right now is like I don't have faith in the American dollar, really. But I'm not sure exactly where to turn. Is the future cryptocurrency, or are we going to go back to gold or silver? Are we going to turn to some other?
At least gold
Currency.
and silver you can hold in your hand.
Do I buy yen? I don't know.
What about land?
Yeah, and then there's physical investments like land or housing.
But do you really think that land is a good investment right now? It's like if you buy land, you're paying, I don't know, what do you think, 18
Yeah.
at the lowest?
So
or
I would say that's the
16
only
for
thing in my
best?
lifetime that I haven't really seen, like, hasn't really
Gone down.
Yeah, hasn't had a turn down.
There's not been like a land crash.
No, not like.
You hear about guys that bought
Now-
fields for $2,000 an acre. It's like, wow.
Yeah, that was like normal
Yeah,
when I
that's
was
usually
a
your
kid.
grandpa. Which that kind of goes back to like my boomer spiel I had
Yeah.
earlier. Yeah.
But I think land will keep going up because, I mean, they can print more U.S. dollars, but they can't make more land.
Yeah.
Just take down the rainforest, the forest, get rid of the trees.
As the global population increases.
Yeah, I think land will keep steadily increasing.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
But if you don't have
it's
money,
so hard
yeah,
to get land to cash flow is what I've heard. Like,
Yeah, you got your you're banking on that it's going to appreciate.
Yeah.
I mean, around here, what does like a typical acre go for?
15,000, give or take.
16 to 20, I'd say.
Yeah, 16 to 18 would catch most of it.
Okay.
There was some that just sold for like 24.
Really?
Like-
Like that'd probably be, I guess, what would like an acre of land cost that like you can build a house on?
20 to 30, real easy.
I would say, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, there's some lots in town that are an acre and a half to a couple acres. I think they're just different sizes, but I think they're anywhere from 65 to 85 or something like that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Is that with the septic?
Probably it's city, so it's city sewer, but
And it's different if it's in town or in the
yeah, for
country.
sure. But like 4 years ago, I think we paid like 15 an acre but that's
Yeah.
also, I think for housing, it's definitely more when you're selling out of the middle of your field typically. But
Right, because farmers don't like obviously farmers don't like taking a chunk out of their square field.
yeah,
Yeah.
I guess like Bill Gates like obviously has a ton of land. Maybe that gives us a little bit of insider information. Like,
Yeah.
oh, maybe land is a good investment. I saw a stat. 0.3 of American land is owned by Bill Gates. 0.3%. Like I mean that's just crazy.
that's an
Like
achievement.
one
That's a
out of
lot.
every 3,000 acres. No, that's incorrect. But yeah, 0.3% of American land.
I wonder if that's like productive farm ground or if it's like
Most
prairie ground.
Commercial.
Most of it's farm ground.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is. That's a lot of ground.
He's buying up a lot of John Deere locations. A lot of them. Yeah.
Bill Gates is. Who'd you say?
He's buying up a lot of.
Did you say Bill Gates?
Yeah, Bill Gates. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. He's an interesting guy.
Interesting. Yeah.
You know what? Back to your question, you were asking about what you do at your age.
Yeah.
I'd probably just utilize like your energy, just to make and be just conservative with your money. Not like, I mean, there's different conservative levels. Like Hudson, you're kind of on the
Slightly more on the conservative side.
conservative side. Drew's probably a little bit more on the less conservative side. But yeah, just know where you're at. Don't overextend yourself. And then putting in the time when you have the energy to make it. Because like it really changes too when you start getting a family.
Sure.
I mean, that's kids, family, they're all expensive.
Do you think it's important to have like some sort of like emergency fund or just like a cash or nest egg somewhere?
Yeah, or good insurance,
Sure.
one or the other.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, I'd say right now where we're at, we don't. I mean, an emergency fund's not that overly important.
Right.
I mean, maybe. But
It kind of depends. I mean, if a furnace goes out in your house,
hey, Dad. No, just kidding.
All right. I mean, kind of what you were saying, like your credit card balance, like you need to pay off your credit
The
card.
money's places if I needed it.
right,
that I could
but
get
it's
it
tied
now.
up in investments. So if
Yeah.
you just had a little bit sitting aside where you could pay off your credit card balance with, I mean, and you just keep it around a certain amount.
That was like a very extreme. Like it's not always that bad. Like I don't actually stretch it out, but like that was an extreme example.
Yeah, that just gives me anxiety.
Nah.
I will say one thing that debt does do is it builds your faith. Like when you're not sure like how I'm going to make this payment, like legitimately, like you don't have like a credit card or you can go max out, or you don't have a dad you can run to, like you're like, I don't know actually how I'm going to make this payment.
Yeah.
And then the consequence of not making that payment, it's a faith builder.
Yeah,
You
for
spend-
sure.
It'll put you on your knees pretty quick.
I bet.
So
Yeah, I believe that. I've not had to face with any of that yet because
Yeah.
I still live in my parents' basement. So
yeah, get some debt, try it.
I
Try it
am
out.
sure.
I'm gonna buy a house.
I do not doubt that I'll be in that position someday.
Wait, here's an interesting question. What is like a good percentage of like how large should your down payment be? Like what percentage of the house value?
so I really didn't make any down payment. I don't think it was probably 4%, 5%.
Oh wow.
Yours was pretty. I mean, yours was. Yeah, you had to fix it up. That's what you saved your money for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, 20%'s a good. That's a great point to start.
There's definitely too, like, at least for one of the homes I bought, like, once you paid over 20, it was a lower percentage for my interest rate and stuff. So like, I don't know. When I hear people put like $5,000 down on $160,000 house, I'm like, okay, but like these are people that are just like living in them and like they're not putting money into it.
Not
and
not
like,
to fix them up. Yeah.
yeah, and there are people that like definitely could put more down, but they don't care.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily get that, but
Okay. I never really have either. Yeah.
I don't have a strong opinion on that. I mean, I kind of do what makes sense.
My first house, had 20% to put down on it, and I got denied.
Really?
Yeah. First bank I went to.
That would get snatched up every time nowadays.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But
Wow. Okay.
they looked at my taxes and like, it's too high risk.
Were you involved in the dairy farm at that point?
Yeah. I had a lot of assets, and with depreciation, it always make you look like you had a bad year.
Sure.
So,
Hmm.
so getting a banker that understands depreciation is important.
I think 20% are pretty good. Yeah. I mean, I've never put less than that down, but
That's always kind of like the magic number that I've like heard growing up, like target 25% or something.
actually for a long time I didn't know you could put less than 20% down. Like I thought you had to, but
Oh, really?
that was, yeah, I don't know why. I think that's just because I grew up always hearing like 20 down on a house, or I don't know why I thought that, but
So, Jaron, what was the reason that you did that? Was it just a great deal and you just had to snatch it up?
I don't really like not having something to do, so it's kind of something I worked on it that winter. Probably had 2 months in it, maybe.
Yeah.
How much money
And-
do you think you saved with sweat equity?
a lot.
Yeah, a lot.
I mean, a decent amount.
I had a lot of help. You were there a lot of guidance.
That's what our dads are. They don't pay for stuff, but they help a lot, which is
Yeah.
payment. So
That's kind of a big thing.
Yeah, that is.
I learned a lot through it too. That was really good.
Yeah, that's one thing I've heard, or even just like going on like work teams and things.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, seeing houses at different phases of construction, or
Yeah.
like contributing different ways, you learn quite a bit.
And that's a big thing with our family. Like, we travel for 2 months, and I think in the winter I could get into that, working on houses and stuff like that. I
Yeah.
enjoy it, so
Yeah.
it's one thing if you enjoy it. It's another thing if it's just another thing to do.
yeah.
Like, have to do.
Yeah, for sure.
And I enjoy it, so
Yeah. If you enjoy it and it makes you money, I mean, boom, there you go.
yeah.
Is flipping houses a good investment? It always has seemed like a very hard way to make money to me. But that also might be because I feel like I'm not a very cut corners kind of guy.
Yeah, so like you were saying about me, like when I do something, I always kind of do it right.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that's kind of a hard way. That mentality's hard to make money on flipping houses.
Yeah.
You're
Same
like,
with vehicles and stuff. I've heard you say that about your brother.
yeah. If you're going to have everything just so and it's tip-top condition.
Because the next thing you know, your brother has the engine and everything stripped down.
Yeah, he goes full bore on stuff.
Sounds like the family, the Freiger gene or something. I'm not sure.
So,
The Fragger gene. Look out.
Yeah, I think the people that make money flipping houses just don't mind.
That
Like,
cut corner. I mean, they do
Yeah.
everything as cheap as they can.
They
I
just
think is
go
how
look
you
for
do
the
it.
cheapest thing, and which is fine. I mean,
But
it works.
there's definitely some people that don't, and still, I mean, you just have to have the,
yeah,
I don't know.
you got to
the
get that
resources and
that reputation, like
Yeah.
this guy went through this house and it's like
It's good.
it's good.
A reputation goes a long way.
Yeah.
That's very important.
People are willing to pay for that.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's. Do you think people? I don't feel like people value that as much nowadays. Like the younger generation doesn't see the value in that as much. I see that a lot at Hot Biggers.
Yeah. But I think the people that have the means like your really good clients, I think they do appreciate it.
Yeah, no, there's still some, but like
Yeah.
this next generation, they go somewhere else because it's cheaper. But like,
But they're gonna find out like in 10 years, like, oh,
well, in 10 years, it's not making me money now.
yeah, but like, oh, I gotta
Yeah.
replace this garage door because I bought the cheapest one they had. or
Yeah, for
it
sure.
fell on my car because the spring broke, or
Yeah.
or at my house, I've been paying 15% more heat because I didn't insulate it right for 10 years. And
Yeah, it really is. If you cut corners and like take the cheap way out, like I mean, you end up paying for the mistake.
yeah,
Like quite literally, you end up paying for it.
Well, here's a plug. Come to Hobbiggers now.
Yeah, this episode is sponsored by Hobbiggers.
I mean, I would appreciate the business, but it's okay.
Well, we're around an hour. Do you have any? Either of you have any parting wisdom?
I don't think so. It's been a fun time talking
Yeah.
to you guys.
Yeah, I've enjoyed it.
So
Learned a lot. Had a lot of good conversations.
Yeah.
Yeah. So sell silver, but it's still a good investment or something like that.
Yeah.
It was a good investment.
It was a good investment.
yeah, I got silver to sell. So if anybody out there
I'll buy some
on
from
the
you.
air wants
Yeah,
some,
I'll buy some from
Venmo
you.
at.
I like cash too.
Yeah.
I pay
yeah.
5% less with cash.
All right.
Yeah, shoot.
With that, it's a wrap. Peace.